G'day, it's Jamie and welcome to Tantanoola Tigers. Today I'm reading a couple of old newspaper articles about Tasmanian tiger encounters near Stonehenge, eastern Tasmania in 1884. So we'll get into it. This first article was published in the Mercury on Saturday the 5th of July 1884, titled Tasmanian Telegrams, Buckland, Friday. Additional to the native tiger caught by some of the French family at Timpot Marsh near Stonehenge, reported the day before yesterday, they have another, a large female, with 4 young. Exclusive of the young, this capture makes 27 of these destructive animals taken by this family during a short time. Their property is fenced high so that nothing can get over, and apertures are left for snares, of which they have set 900, catching various animals. They will, if possible, secure the tiger and young for the museum. The inhabitants here are speaking of an arrangement to specially recognise the French's service, which is so important to sheep owners. The end. Okay, so this final article is an excerpt from an article that was printed in the Mercury on Saturday, the 26th of July, 1884, titled Through Tasmania number 49. The hills, as remarked, are of the roughest character as regards rockiness and vegetation, standing and falling, which, coupled with the frequency of deep, inaccessible chasms and caverns leading from their shelving projections, make them the haunt of countless vermin. First among these, in point of destructiveness, is the native tiger or marsupial wolf, as some term it. It is, in fact, like neither in shape, colour or habits. The head is like that of a fox, with massive jaws, furnished with serrated teeth, and body and legs like those of a kangaroo dog. A skin I measured was 60 inches long, from the back of the neck, where the head had been cut off, to the tip of the tail. Allowing the head to be 10 inches, he was thus 70 inches nose to tail. The largest skin in the possession of the French brothers is fully a foot longer. It is beautifully marked, having 21 distinct stripes. The wretched marauder of the clearest evidence killed 15 of the French's sheep, his last performance being 3 at one operation. These experienced hunters know, from the behaviour of the sheep, if a tiger has been among them, and in what direction his lair is, and therefore build up their fences high, for perhaps a quarter of a mile across his supposed path, and line the apertures with snares. In this instance, Mr. Tiger refused the snares, walked round to where he could cross the fence easily, and killed 2 sheep right off, eating the shoulders, and, by way of a moistener, killed and sucked the blood of a third. Feeling satiated, he was too lazy to return the way he came, and he tried a gap and was caught by the neck. The native tiger is never known to try to liberate itself when caught. It is very rarely seen by day. In the wild country north of Prosser, till a few years ago, there were packs of wild dogs, the descendants of tame ones, that deserted from civilization. These were attacked with distemper, all died, and it is since the tigers have been so numerous. The devil comes next, but in this neighbourhood is seldom known to attack any but the weakest of sheep and lambs. He completely demolishes what the tiger leaves, however, so that in a day or two after depredation, hardly a vestige is left. Sometimes even the wool is eaten up. The eagle hawk is perhaps more destructive in the aggregate than the tiger, and wages his crusade with considerable boldness. Being a bird, he must class by himself. He has a weakness for well-matured yearling lambs, giving the farmer and the shepherd much anxiety, and necessitates the placing of these after weaning where they can be watched. There is a premium on the heads of tigers, devils and hawks in most places. As regards the former, it is contemplated to form an association to encourage respectable hunters to capture them by offering a bonus of £5 per head. In addition to the occasional tiger, men versed in the business will be able to snare or shoot numbers of kangaroo, possum, wallaby, devils, etc., whose peltry is valuable. The native and tiger cat is plentiful, but like the domestic cat, is encouraged as a preventative against the increase of rabbits. Occasionally these play up with fowls, but the dogs at large about the farmyard generally make it prudent for them to keep away. A native cat was caught the other night in the bedroom at Simpson's Hotel, Buckland, which I occupied the night or night before. It would be a nasty thing to step on one barefooted. Miss Puss alive and another dead, with thanks to Mrs. Simpson and G. Turvey, placed at disposal for the Royal Society's collection. The end. This is another case of you kill all the wildlife around the area of tigers, and because they sound like they're snaring them as well as the tigers, so you're killing all their food source off, and then you're wondering why they want to attack your sheep. It's a pity, but it was legal in them days. Okay, that's it for me. I'll get back to you all next time. Bye.